Liza was born into a world of gray houses and the heavy stench of alcohol. Their tiny home was always cold. Her father, always drunk, with dirty nails and cloudy eyes. Her mother, thin, with tired hands that smelled of cleaning detergent. But Liza was different. She looked at her reflection in the murky mirror and saw not a village girl, but a future star. "You will leave this place, my child," her mother whispered as she tucked her in. "You will have another life." But for now, that life didn't exist. There was only her father, who hated everyone, including himself. The only light in her world was James, the boy next door. He courted her, brought her wildflowers, and dreamed of a future together. "Can you imagine, James, how amazing it would be to be rich?" Liza said, lying on the rickety fence, gazing at the sunset. Living in a house with marble floors, wearing fur, driving a car that costs as much as this entire village. "Aren't you afraid that in that world, no one will truly love you?" he asked one day. "Money is more important than love, James. Love won't buy me a ticket to a new life." One night, the screams were louder than usual. Anna woke up to the sound of shattering dishes. "You're worthless," her father roared, throwing a plate against the wall. Her mother remained silent, fists clenched. "Mama," Liza rushed into the kitchen. Her father grabbed her by the hair. "You're just as useless as she is." Something dark flashed in Liza's eyes. She grabbed a knife from the table and... a scream. A fall. Endless silence. Her mother was the first to cry out, "Run, Liza! I'll say I did it!" "No, Mama!" But Anna was already clutching the bloody knife. When the police burst into the house, Liza was no longer a daughter. She was a fugitive. She changed her name, shedding her past like old skin. Now, she was Catherine Lang. The city embraced her. Tall, slender, with eyes full of mystery. She became a muse for designers. At first, there were cheap photo shoots, but soon came the first runway shows, the first contracts, the first men eager to shower her with diamonds. She walked the catwalk with her head held high. "My God, you are perfection, Catherine," squealed her agent, Margot, draping a fur coat over her shoulders. And Catherine believed it. All her childhood, she had been told she was worthless. But now the whole world was watching her. She bathed in luxury. Men in expensive suits gazed at her. Women envied her. She learned to laugh with a fake cocktail in her hand, to say she loved Italy, even though she had never been there. Her husband, Maximilian Leroux, was the heir to an oil empire. He showered her with gifts. But one night, returning home early, she found him with another woman. "Oh, darling, don't be so naive," he chuckled, buttoning his shirt. "I never loved you. The cameras love you. I just bought myself a beautiful toy." A toy. She looked at him, realizing how empty her life was. The furs no longer warmed her. The diamonds no longer shone. And money could not buy love. Anna was released from prison after 15 years. The world had changed. Her daughter's face was on every second billboard. Catherine Lang, the face of the season. But it was Liza. Her Liza. She wandered the streets, hoping to find her, and one day fate brought them together. Catherine was walking in a circle of socialites. Laughter, clinking glasses, the rustle of expensive fabrics. Anna froze. "Liza." Her voice was weak, trembling. Catherine stopped, glancing at the old woman before her. "I'm sorry, madam. You must be mistaken." And she walked away. Anna watched her go, then barely made it home before collapsing onto her bed. She died that very night. When Catherine found out, it was too late. She rushed to the hospital, but was met only with the cold tile of the morgue. The gravestone bore a single name, Anna Harrington. "Forgive me," Catherine sobbed, clinging to the ground. "Forgive me, Mama." But it was too late. She never slept again. At night, in her luxurious apartment, she heard whispers. Liza. Her reflection in the mirror was no longer hers. It smiled when she didn't. It cried when she didn't. One night she saw her mother in the mirror, dark, empty eyes staring back. The face moved closer. Closer. She screamed. One night, Catherine disappeared. Surveillance cameras captured, her apartment door opening on its own, and a foggy word appearing on the mirror. Daughter. Her body was found in her home, her face twisted in terror. The body of famous model Catherine Lang was found in her apartment. The cause of death remains unknown, but someone knew. Someone heard her screams in the void,